It's now 7 o'clock on the dot. Up next, the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning. In the headlines, Dominica's ambassador to the OECS and CARICOM, His Excellency Gerard Jajak, throws his support behind free movement of CARICOM nationals. Haiti rattled by 4.0 magnitude earthquake, and U.S. names visa-bond countries. The details in a moment.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brands.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
We thank you for joining us this morning. First off, Dominica's ambassador to the OECS and CARICOM, His Excellency Gerard Jajak, is throwing his support behind free movement of CARICOM nationals. 4 Caribbean islands, Dominica, Barbados, Belize, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, have committed to implement free movement by October 1, 2025. Dr. Jajak told the DBS Discoveries program on Sunday that free movement of CARICOM nationals is timely in light of the mounting challenges facing the Caribbean.
The whole idea is stronger together. Now it's the 4. It's called a Fantastic 4. It's the 4 of us, well, Dominica, we included, in the 4 that have started the ball rolling. Now that you have your crises around the world expanding, the Caribbean region, therefore, must bind together. We have to do something. And by Caribbean region, normally we tend to speak mostly of the Jamaica in the north to Trinidad and Guyana in the south. But we can look at the broader Caribbean area that's referring to anywhere the Caribbean Sea touches. So you have some Latin American countries involved. And generally, in modern day politics, when you speak of the Caribbean, you normally speak of Latin America and the Caribbean. So regional integration has a new meaning, not just the 4 of us that are together now, and the hope is all CARICOM member states will eventually join together to have this full and complete movement.
Dominica's ambassador to the OECS and CARICOM, His Excellency Gerard Jajak. Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Dr. Cassandra Williams, says the Yes We Care program has lived up to expectation. The Yes We Care program is an initiative of Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, which administers care to senior citizens of Dominica. Dr. Williams says the program, which started 16 years ago, has touched the lives of over 150 senior citizens.
Now in its 16th year of uninterrupted service, it is a lifeline for hundreds of elderly, vulnerable, and differently able Dominicans, delivering not only care, but dignity. As of May 2025, the Yes We Care program provided in-home care to 156 clients, up from 120 in 2024. 36 new individuals were integrated thanks to this government's unwavering commitment to expanding reach and impact. The program's services, bathing, grooming, meal preparations, medication management, cleaning, laundry, health center visits, are delivered by a cadre of trained, dedicated caregivers whose work reflects the best of Dominican service. Clients also benefited from free first-time water connections, monthly delivery of food, cleaning supplies, gas cylinders, provision of mobility aids like wheelchairs and walkers, new household essentials, washing machines, towels, linen, renovated and repainted homes, improving hygiene and morale. These interventions uplift not just households, but the spirit of those who reside within them.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Dr. Cassandra Williams. Visitors to Dominica for the festivities this week are encouraged to obtain an import permit if they intend to travel with fruits, fresh meat, and vegetables. Petra Grell Shillingford of the Ministry of Agriculture says the import permit is necessary as Dominica fights several pests and diseases in the sector.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy wants to remind persons visiting the island from the neighboring French territories for this weekend's activity or just on vacation in Dominica that with the importation of fruits, fresh meats, vegetables, etc., an import permit is needed. This has to be obtained from the Plant Protection and Quarantine Unit. We are now located in Vanos House, that is on Charles Avenue, near the Aid Bank. The permit costs $10 and our office hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But the cashier closes at 3. So we're advising persons that with any family or friends or they are returning to Dominica, that they contact the unit to obtain an import permit. We want to stress on this because, as you know, this is our border security. This is what is needed to ensure that Dominica remains clean and green. We have a number of invasive species, a number of pests and diseases that we are fighting daily within the ministry, whether you're coming via the Douglas Charles Airport or the Woodbridge Bay Port or the Bayfront Ferry Terminal. You will be required to show this import permit.
Petra Grell Shillingford of the Ministry of Agriculture. A national apprenticeship program is to get underway in Dominica this year. Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor and Small Business, Darren Pinard, says the apprenticeship program will target unemployed young Dominicans.
Now that will be a bold and strategic initiative designed to bridge the gap between education and employment. This program will provide hands-on industry-relevant training opportunities for unemployed youth. Participants of this training will receive a stipend to support their transportation and their basic needs while they are in the training. And thereafter, they will also benefit from a grant, and we hope to actively collaborate with the Dominica Technical and Vocational Education Training Program to ensure that skills certificates to the NVQ and the CVQ levels are handed out at the trainings. As an incentive, we will, as we said, give them the grants, and we will continue to work with them as they start up the business. We will visit them regularly. We will give them hands-on advice and hands-on training. The idea here is not to just be looking for jobs for our small people. I mean, that is important, and wherever we can, we do look for jobs for our people. But the objective here really is to turn our young people into the creators of jobs. So we don't just want you looking for job, we want you to be the ones to make job and to give jobs. So that is the whole point behind the apprenticeship program.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour and Small Business, Darren Pinard. In more news this morning, Discover Dominica Authority has confirmed that Next Connects and Radiance Productions will produce WCMF 2025 VIP experience. Next Connects and Radiance Productions have announced that they resubmitted their expression of interest for the World Creole Music Festival 2025 and have officially been awarded the contract to produce the VIP experience for this year's Jubilee celebration as well as for next year. In a statement, the company stated that after productive discussions with the Discover Dominica Authority, the Ministry of Tourism, and senior government officials, all outstanding issues related to the 2023-2024 contract cycle have been resolved amicably. Next Connects and Radiance Productions expressed their gratitude to the Minister of Tourism, the Permanent Secretary, and the Discover Dominica Authority for their willingness to engage in good faith and for recognizing the importance of delivering a continuity of quality in providing a truly world-class VIP experience. Next Connects and Radiance Productions stated that they are committed to raising the bar once again by creating an unforgettable, culturally immersive VIP environment, complete with exceptional service, entertainment, and local flair. In more news, Dominica is moving ahead to establish a multi-purpose agro-processing facility. Minister for Agriculture Roland Royer says discussion is underway with the Caribbean Development Bank on the matter.
We've been working with the Caribbean Development Bank on a project, about $168,000 to contract experts to do for us a feasibility study for a purchasing plant. They will have to do designs, costing, estimate, and the plant layout. Thus far, that's broken up into 4 contracts. CBD now is finalizing the contracts with the tenderers so that we can issue contracts by August. So once the consultants are on stream, by the end of first quarter next year, we'll have a full-blown study with designs, layout, and costing for multi-purpose agro-processing facility.
Minister for Agriculture Roland Royer. And the Parliament representative for Wesley, Fidel Grant, says government has paid over $45 million to landowners in Wesley as compensation for property used during the international airport development. Mr. Grant says the people of Wesley welcome the international airport project.
Every individual who have given up their home, given up the agricultural land or a piece of land have been fairly compensated, and in some cases more have been given to the residents. Several groups have appeared over the years since the construction of this international airport. Several of them have decided to sow discord, to discourage the people. Since the construction of this international airport, we had zero violence in Wesley, zero demonstration against this project. Over $45 million have been paid to over 235 property owners. If you drive in the Joe Burton area, you will see the resilient homes that the government built. And just above that, you would see the resilient home that Wesley residents decided that they wanted to build for themselves, so that they have built their home. If you have been up there, you will see the size of these houses. It's a beautiful neighborhood, and I'm not saying so just as parliamentary representative, but the Wesley people were treated fairly. They can continue to live comfortable lifestyles and live in dignity.
Parliamentary representative for Wesley, Fidel Grant, government reported last week that the airport is 40% complete and ahead of schedule. From the region, the Civil Protection Department in Haiti on Tuesday urged people to remain vigilant as people fled their homes late Monday night after an earthquake with a magnitude of 4.0 on the Richter scale was recorded. The department said that the quake occurred at 11:02 p.m. local time. No loss of life or damage has been reported so far. The DPC, the Civil Protection Department, said in a statement calling on people to remain vigilant. It said that the earthquake was felt by many people in the West Department, reviving memories of 2010 and causing panic among residents who rushed out of their homes. And the U.S. State Department has listed the countries whose citizens are required to post a bond of up to $15,000, that's U.S., when entering the United States on business and tourist visas. A statement published on the department's website says from August 20, anyone entering the U.S. with a passport from Malawi or Zambia must post a bond in amounts of $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 determined at time of their visa interview. It added, though, a bond does not guarantee visa issuance, and one applicant should only pay fees after being directed to do so by a consular officer. The release also noted nationals from these two countries are only allowed to enter the U.S. through 3 airports: Boston Logan International Airport, John F. Kennedy International Airport, and Washington Dulles International Airport. It noted the bond is refundable once the traveler meets certain conditions. The Department of Homeland Security will be responsible for determining that a visa holder has breached the terms of the visa bond. It added the Department of State will forward cases in which the visa holder appears to have not complied with the terms of the visa bond to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services for a breach determination. That's news. Before we go to sports, just to recap the headlines, Dominica's ambassador to the OACS and CARICOM, His Excellency Gerald Jajak, throws his support behind free movement of CARICOM nationals. Haiti rattled by 4.0 magnitude earthquake, and U.S. names visa bond countries. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank. NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time. With Mobanking, the faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
to pay your bills with more banking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on more banking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees on more banking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Plus, you can now top up your phone on Mo Banking. No need for cash or card. Simply log into Mo Banking to top up your phone. Visit nbdominica.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Welcome to the morning sports report. We kick off with football news. Belfast Estate's Maho Soccer Strikers kept their slim hopes alive when they ran all over Promex Hallam United to win 6-0 in the DFA Premier League at the Stock Farm Technical Centre last night. Maho went 5-0 up in the first half and added another in the second interval. Alison Dennis converted 3 times, while Clemson Isaac scored 2 and Francis Luke 1. Belfast Estate Maho Soccer Strikers coach Kenneth Esprit says his team was excellent against Harlem.
Well, we made some tactical changes. We overloading the center of the field, so every time we're in possession of the ball, we would ask our number 4 to step into midfield, and this was creating a lot of problem for the Harlem team. They were not able to adjust to us right throughout the entire game, so we were basically dominating in the center of the field, and the speed at which we were moving, we were breaking. It was really beautiful.
One of the better games for you thought for this season?
Yes, so far I must say this: we control the game from the inception, and the level, the ball possession, all right, decision making, and everything was right there today. So today I feel that we had a complete game. Well, I feel generally everybody played their role because the captain voice at the back was essential. We had people like Francis Luke and Clemson and Addison Dennis. All right, we had people like Jamo. So everybody, it was not one particular individual. It was a collective effort. Well, we're still in second place right now. So right now we just close the gap to 5 points. We both have 3 more games remaining. All right, so there's still the possibility still exists. We still believe.
Of Belfast Estate Maho Soccer Strikers Kenneth Esprit, coach of Promex Hallam United Richard Victorine said lack of training cost them the game.
Well, it's no different from we United. For some reason, every time we decide to do come and train, we getting punished. Against we United, we take 2 weeks to come in and train because the FA had some time out. So in that 2 weeks of football, same thing. That time the FA closed the leagues for 2 weeks. Nobody turned up on the Savannah. We show up there today after 9 days of never kicking a ball. So coming there today, I was expecting a win, but it was a surprising win. I was just hoping we could get a win, but in a post I said, if we pull it off, we'll be lucky. But I still wasn't expecting for us to go down 6-0, even though we didn't pick up the 3 points. And at the end of the day, maybe for some players that playing in the colours too, they might know. But for those past players that know of Harlem, even those at home, I know it hurt in their heart to hear Harlem going down that number against a team like Mao, where they know Harlem can do much better than that. But I tell you, if we don't train, that was going to happen.
How does Harlem recover from tonight's game? Because the season is not over.
This is not over for us, yes, but at the end of the day, I keep telling you, we keep begging man to show up to training, and if we do training, we will get that same punishment over and over and over again. So let's hope come tomorrow, hopefully, we can turn out on the Savannah and at least try to see what we can do for the next 2 days, because we have a game on Sunday against Southeast, which will be a much more difficult task.
Coach of Promex Harlem United, Richard Victorine, the attention now turns to Jubla as victory for them this evening against We United at Jubla could see the West Coast team firmly on the way to another national title. The national under-15 football team earned a hard-fought 2-1 victory over the Bahamas in the CONCACAF series in Curacao yesterday. Hassani Ambo and Taran George converted for Dominica after they lost 1-0 to St. Vincent at the weekend. Dominica now has a chance to reach the semi-finals as they play a strong Borneo team at 2 o'clock today. Coach of the under-15 Dominica team is Kurt Hurd.
So the boys had a fantastic win against Bahamas. Last minute goal from Taran George. Boys were absolutely incredible. New implementation of things after the defeat to St. Vincent, which was a tough one to take given the opportunities we created and the nature of the goal we conceded. But Brian, we've now put ourselves in a position to reach the semi-final. If we can win against Bonaire and results can go our way. So we're looking for St. Vincent to lose to Bahamas and for us to win in the 2 p.m. game against Bonaire. If those things happen and conspire for us, we'll reach the semi-finals. I think it's been an incredible exposure for the boys. I always talk about how it's a real struggle to find competitive football on the island. And I think these tournaments, these boys will learn more in this week than we can provide them in 3-4 months on the island. So these are invaluable. And the boys are growing every day. It's a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to be around, watching them grow as people and as football players. It's been a privilege, and I'm honoured to be part of that. Obviously spearheaded by the staff. We incredibly appreciate the support back home, and all the boys want to thank everybody back home for all the messages of support. I certainly want to thank everybody, as do the staff, for all the kind messages and all the kind words.
Coach of the under-15 Dominica team, Kurt Hurd. Dominica is set to be represented in swimming and athletics at the 2025 Pan American Youth Games by national record holders Jasmine Schofield, Addison James, and Trenise Hamilton. The Dominica Olympic Committee said it will be represented by a 7-member delegation consisting of 3 athletes and 4 officials competing in athletics and swimming at the 2025 Pan American Youth Games. The Games, which will be held in Paraguay, begins with the opening ceremony on Saturday, August 9, and will conclude on August 23. The Dominica team will be led by Chef de Mission Albert Loblac, who has vast experience in this field, having served in sports administration for many years locally, including currently leading the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association as president and serving on the Dominica Olympic Committee executive. Loblac previously acted as chef de mission for Dominica, including at the 2024 Commonwealth Games. He will be accompanied by experienced officials Chamonix Walsh Dupy, swimming coach Joel Hamilton, athletics coach and Jumasha Mello, welfare officer press attaché. So that's athletics coach and welfare officer press attaché Jumasha Mello. At the opening ceremony, Dominica will be represented by female flag bearer Jasmine Schofield, who competed at the Paris 2024 Olympics and comes directly from competing at the 2025 Aquatics World Championship in Singapore. She will be accompanied later in the games by athletic duo Addison James, Carifta gold medalist, and Albert Games 2023 bronze medalist in javelin, and Trenise Hamilton, national record holder in shot put. President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctrove, expressed his optimism that despite the team being much smaller than the previous games, the quality of athletes representing Dominica is extremely high and feels confident of a podium finish result. Dominica participated in the first Junior Pan American Games held in Colombia in 2021, competing in 3 sports. The second edition of the Kids Athletics Summer Program being organized by the Dominica Athletics Association begins today. The event, which runs from August 6 to August 29 across the island, is designed to encourage children aged 4 to 14 to stay active, develop athletic skills, and enjoy the spirit of friendly competition. Kids Athletics 2025 will be held every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
The Dominica Athletics Association is pleased and excited to say that this is going to be year 2 of our Kids Athletics program. Last year summer we were able to run a full 2-week program, and we're right back at it this year for the whole month of August. So most clubs are starting tomorrow. One club started today, but most clubs are starting tomorrow, and we're going to have kids athletics throughout the island. And so it depends on where you live. Then you can just choose a club nearest you or choose a team nearest you, and you can join them. We're looking at children 4 years to 14 years. And so you're expecting to be an exciting time of running, jumping, throwing. And what they're going to learn would be the fundamentals in athletics. But of course, the basics that they learn will be able to help them in almost any sport. And so the theme is run, jump, throw, or the focus is run, jump, throw. If you are in Grand Bay and environs, we have the Athens Athletics Club hosting one at the Geneva playing field. If you're in Portsmouth and environs, Aspirers will be holding theirs at the playing field, the Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth. Westmore Rangers will be holding theirs at Londonderry, and the Kalinago Territory will be joining them at Londonderry. So they have a kind of mix and combination. Those in the Kalinago Territory and environments, they will have bus provided, so they'll be able to get across to Londonderry. And in Roseau, the Striders Athletics Club will be meeting at the Botanic Gardens. And so it's supposed to be exciting. It's usually very colorful. The children get exposed to equipment, and even if it's athletics, they can use it in football, they can use it in jumping sports like netball, basketball. The little basic and fundamentals that they learn will be able to help them almost anywhere. Well, it's actually part of our mandate as the Athletic Association. So based on World Athletics requirements, we have to run a kids athletics program. And of course, if you're going to look for athletes at a high level, at a professional level, they have to start somewhere. You cannot just pick up at 20 years and just decide. And so part of World Athletics mandate for us is that we run kids athletics program, which will be basically like training camps to get the children, and it also helps in identifying talent. So it's extremely important for us to run something like that. So we were very excited to start it and to get going with it, because we know that no matter what sport, grassroots is important. And we figured if we're able to get our young children, very, very young, get them into sports, even if it's just to enjoy being outside, enjoy playing sport for their physical fitness, whatever it may be for them, then they can use our program to be able to get there.
Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Amateur Athletics Association, Natasha Jovier Carbon. And finally, 3 secondary school students are the first recipients of the Dominica Athletics Association Athletics Legacy Scholarship Program. Dijanik Dide of the Westmore Rangers, Nayola Aline of the Striders Athletics Club, and Kioni Esprit of the Pioneers Athletics Club were presented with the scholarship during a ceremony yesterday. The inaugural scholarship program was introduced by the Dominica Athletics Association to support secondary school athletics based on financial need. And that's how we come to the end of the DBS Morning News and Sports. We'll have another full package at 1:15. Join us then. On behalf of the News and Sports Desk and our links personnel, Hazari Williams, and my Volo John Baptist Luge, good morning.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time. With Mobanking, the faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
To pay your bills with Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees
way.
on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Plus, you can now top up your phone on Mobanking. No need for cash or card. Simply log into Mobanking to top up your phone. Visit nbdominica.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets.